is Joe Mullen with Coachmen Class A's. I'm here to represent the Pursuit, the Mirada, Encore, and Sportscoach on 3 different features of our coaches. 1 will be the inverter operation, 2 will be the auto gen start operation, and the 3rd thing will be the monitor panel operation. First off, what I'm going to do, we're going to start with the inverter operation. This is going to be on a Sportscoach. Keep in mind, with all the 4 different product lines and all the many floor plans that we build, these locations are going to change throughout the coach. In this particular model on the 365RB, our inverter buttons are right inside the door. The inverter itself will be located in the last compartment on the passenger side, and if this were a gas model, the inverter would be located near the entry door for those coaches as well. Let's head on inside, and I'll show you the inverter first, and then we'll move to the monitor panel. The benefit of the standard 2000 watt inverter that we use, it is designed so it'll invert your 12 volt house batteries into 110 volt using pure sine wave technology without having to be plugged into shore power or running your generator. To operate the inverter, you simply push the bottom button here and it's going to calibrate, go through its cycle first, hit the top button and let it run its course. Voltage should be coming up here shortly. There we go. Our voltage is showing 12.3. Right now, with whatever's on inside this coach, it's at 54 watts. And of course, this is a 2000 watt inverter. To operate the inverter after we push the button, get it going, the benefit is that it's going to power up your kitchen and your bath GFI circuits. And that'll include your living room, outside TV, microwave, refrigerator. Depending on the floor plan, if it has induction cooktop, it operates that. And then on the diesel models, it'll operate the coach PAP station located above the center of the bed. The owner's guide can also be found on your Coachmen Owner's Guide app on your smartphone. Your inverter will bypass the battery disconnect. This is so when you're camping, if you want to leave your coach and turn off all your 12 volt appliances, you can, but you'll still have power to your refrigerator. To turn off the inverter, you just simply hit the bottom button and it'll go through a calibration cycle and it'll shut down as well. Again, depending on which model and floor plan you're in, the panels are all going to be very similar, just different locations throughout the coach. On this particular one, this is a 365. The monitor panel and the auto gen starter are centrally located inside the coach. To get started, first button on our control panel, TV antenna, and radio boost. Important to point out, this also, when it's turned on, you'll have your blue light. It's going to amplify the signal, so you get more radio stations and you'll get more television stations. Turn it off, simple switch, and there you go. On the water heater operation, we do have gas electric water heaters. The first one, every switch is labeled, so that's real convenient. If you want to run off LP, you'll see the DSI light flicker here a little bit. If that comes on red, that means the LP did not light. So you want to switch, turn it off, make sure your LP is turned on, and try it again. If you're going to run off electric for your water heater, turn it on, and there you go. The next button here is a water pump. If you're hooked to city water fill, you don't need this, but if you're drawing water off your freshwater tank, hit that button and you're going to be able to plumb or send the water throughout the coach. Monitor panels itself, we do read the LP level, we run the battery level, freshwater tank, black tank number 1. And then we have a button that's black 2 or gray 2. Reason we have that, depending on the floor plan, if there's multiple bathrooms, you might have 2 gray tanks or you may have 2 black tanks or both. So to read the level of the second tank, the button to the right, black number 2 is turned on, hit the button, empty. Gray 2, hit the button again, it's empty. So all those are operational from right there. We do have the generator start stop switch here as well. You'll notice when I get into the energy or auto gen start, we have one there as well. The reason you have them so close together is, again, depending on the layout of the coach, this panel may be located back further, so you're going to have basically 3 different places to start the generator. Monitor panel, the auto gen start, and up at your dash. Down at the bottom, this is where our slide buttons. Again, depending on the coach, if you have 3 slides or 4 slides, you're going to have 3 switches, but each slide is independent. So just hit the button and they'll work on its own. For the auto gen start operation, every time you start your engine, move the coach, it's manually going to default or automatically going to default to the manual mode. If you want to turn your automatic mode on, hit auto gen. It says hit enter for auto. Enter. Auto is on. Now quiet is on. We got 3 different functions. We have manual, so you can just run it, start it, stop it whenever you want. You got the automatic, so if you leave the coach for the day, the generator can automatically start if your voltage inside your coach gets too low, or if it gets too hot inside your coach. If you have your air conditioner set at a certain setting, falls below that where it wants to kick on, it'll start the generator and then fire up, and you'll still be running with your 110 generator running on its own. Why do you want the quiet mode? A lot of parts, you can't run your generator at night. So you go into here. Quiet time start is already set for 10 p.m. If you want to adjust that time, you can do that by hitting set and then enter. If you want a quiet time stop, you can go through the same process, adjust the time, and go from there. If you want the auto off, quiet period, turn that feature off, just hit the stop button here and you're back to manual mode. So again, you're going auto gen start, enter for auto. Now we're on auto. If you want the quiet zone, hit quiet on, you turn it off, you're back to manual after you hit the stop prime button. Those are the features of the auto gen start and the Coachmen monitor panel. Thank you for watching. If you have any further questions, or if you have any questions about the inverter operation, the auto gen start or monitor panel, go to coachmenrv.com. Go to contact us. We'll get your question and we can feed you information right back. Also, don't forget to download your Coachmen Owners app. Very important. If you own a diesel, download the Freightliner 24/7 app as well, because there's plenty of valuable information out there for you. Thank you.